When prosecutors decline to file charges against police officers, it can lead to significant news coverage and sometimes public protests. In today's video, I'll cover what happens when prosecutors review police investigations, how they make their decisions about next steps, and why ethics, not politics, is supposed to determine charging decisions, including whether to charge police officers after uses of force. I'm Steve Serbalik, and I'm a panel attorney with AsCops in Arizona. As always, this is a topic summary and not legal advice. So first, let's talk about the review process for prosecutors here in Arizona. County attorneys are the elected prosecutors for each of Arizona's 15 counties. Smaller counties sometimes pool resources and have a shooting review team, while larger counties have prosecutors that are specially trained in reviewing police use of force incidents. These prosecutors come out to the scene of the use of force. They monitor the police investigation, and they ultimately brief the elected county attorney as to whether the investigating law enforcement agency followed best practices. Next, the county attorney reviews the police reports and all evidence to determine whether there is sufficient evidence to support a reasonable likelihood of conviction for a criminal offense. Now, it's important to know that this standard isn't unique to police use of force incidents. Whether there is a reasonable likelihood of conviction is the legal standard that prosecutors need to meet in all criminal cases that they review before the prosecutor can ethically bring charges forward. In other words, the prosecutor evaluates police use of force cases with the same legal, ethical standard as every other case. If, after reviewing the evidence, the prosecutor does not believe that there is a reasonable likelihood of conviction, it is unethical for the prosecutor to bring charges against the officer. Across the United States in general, and in Arizona specifically, Rule 3.8 of the Model Rules of Professional Conduct state that it is unethical for a prosecutor to bring charges that the prosecutor knows is not supported by probable cause. In other words, prosecutors cannot bring criminal charges just because of public outcry. They need to evaluate the evidence before them, decide whether the evidence supports criminal charges, and only proceed with charging if the evidence exists for them to believe that it could support a conviction. So to review, prosecutors, at least here in Arizona, are present to supervise investigations into significant police use of force incidents like shootings or in-custody deaths from the beginning. They are right there on scene and are able to ask questions and view evidence directly. Then, prosecutors review the complete police reports and determine if there is sufficient evidence to support criminal charges against the involved officer or officers. If there's not sufficient evidence to support criminal charges, it is unethical for a prosecutor to bring charges against the officer or officers, no matter the extent of public pressure. And this is a good thing, as we expect prosecutors to be ministers of justice, and subjecting someone to criminal charges when the evidence doesn't support it is fundamentally unfair and is against the sworn duty of the prosecutor. They could lose their license if they do so. If you have questions related to prosecutors' decisions to bring charges, leave them in the comments section below. I'm Steve Serbalik. Thanks for watching, and stay safe out there. If you're interested in watching another video from this channel, click up here. And if you'd like to subscribe to the channel, click down here. And then hit the notification bell to receive messages when new videos are posted. Videos are posted every Sunday at 5:30 p.m. Arizona time.